me out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow, so when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
Welcome back.
You have any luck with the ghouls? But I had a good... Okay. The guy you're looking for, Benny, he was traveling... It's straight up... No clue. I know Benny hadn't paid up yet. Maybe... Hope that...
Hey, welcome.
Welcome back to the...
We haven't met yet. You must...
The show within my opinion,
Right now,
which I respect.
on better days, I help keep the peace.
Somebody prove me wrong.
Was. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. Sometimes they stop by. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. Hell.
Between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the town may be in trouble.
They're the NCRs. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man? And if you see a squad of veterans, guys who are in their black... Yeah, twice. Actually, this time, it's mostly just... A few years back, we get a tip that some lead... We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone. I go to grab him out of there. He shuts himself back in the closet, and that's when I see the grenade he's left. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll... Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel. Huh. People don't exactly line up to... You know? Maybe there's some... There's a move we have in the ranges for knocking an opponent off his feet. Let me show. You'll get the hang of that takedown.
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything, to be my own true love. This is a dream. Let me keep on dreaming. Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything, to be my own true love.
welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best-looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? All the latest news coming your way right now. NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. Also in the headlines, several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the rep contest site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
Today's headlines were brought to you by Prim. Prim, the other New Vegas. You're gonna love this next song, I guarantee it.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. It is due to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Ray. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though he was 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 194. 194. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain, around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, man, the triumph forward day. 20 men had made a slip, 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron, when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. I've got heartaches by the number of love that I can't pay. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one is when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, love that I can't wait. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hope for what I waited for, I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, but the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world ends. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me say in a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue.
When do you think...
I'm no longer alone.
the NCR
Without a dream in my
will send their troops to help us?
without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show within my...
You need something?
I respect. The best
It's nice to see things
around.
go.
Somebody prove me wrong. And now the news. A package
I
courier
noticed
found
Snuffles
shot
limping.
near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a
Sure as
delivery
messed up the
service
lights
you
on
can
it.
count on. Also in the headlines, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Drove the Raiders off. No casualties. In the meantime, patrol's back. They're late. I hope they got a good excuse. What took...
This is a message to the NCR from Legion. We are coming for you. Run, and we will catch you. Hide, and we will find you. No matter what you do, you are all going to die. We took one of the women alive.
I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you. And that somebody is me. I love you. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lannius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. Also in the headlines, Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. Got some
If it worked for
Dean
the
Martin
other
coming up. Talking about the greatest feeling in the world. Love.
Any word on Station Charlie?
Kick in the head.
What?
Sure
What
is,
happened?
Dino. It sure is.
Any word on Station Charlie?
Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the
Those were
boat?
good men. Now, who knows? Well, thanks for telling me. Here,
I go to sleep and keep
look out.
grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful like sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick
Prim has a new
in the
sheriff.
head?
That should keep the powder coolers.
Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning, I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wet. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick?
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you.
Ain't love a kick
You're not alone.
in the head?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. We've got some news for you coming right up. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. In other news, traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
This is a restricted area. Or you're No need. Then again, our expert. Have him fill you in on the keeps his sunglasses on all the time. I ask myself the same question all the time. But hell, if we lose the dam... There should, but we're not getting much power out of it. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for... Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a... They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down, enabled an...
To cling to be just everything to be my own true love.
Glad you're with us. Who knows which side the Legion's gonna hit us from next? We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Who the hell are you? Worried? What else? I'm in charge. Well, see, we're getting power, but the mirrors outside aren't aimed right. Trouble is, and that place has some crazy pre-war... They want me to make an omelet. It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said, look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard. There's these two terms. You'd have to get them to talk to the main... Hey. Well, hey. Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants. But you know, you do that. Fuck, man. Everything. Like, one time I imagined they were a... No, man. Over there, control... That big knob there makes a crazy noise.
And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
It's unusual to see a new face.
He was vicious and a killer.
Then we...
And the notches on his pistol
Very well,
numbered 1,
if you're not
2,
familiar.
4,
We...
1 in 19 more. Now the stranger
Then for
started
everyone's
talking,
sake,
made it
I hope...
plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town.
But there's... Take now, for instance.
He came here to take an outlaw back alive, or
I don't
maybe
entirely
dead.
know.
And he said
Our
it
records on the
didn't
company,
matter
and I've seen
because
equipment here
after
marked with
Texas
symbols.
Red,
A code word comes up...
after Texas Red.
Yes, and the technology they have in this facility is... A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic. It's no one...
But the outlaw didn't
They weren't here for
worry,
me to
man, the
ask.
tribe before
When the
was
NCR
dead.
first came here, it was under Brotherhood... The Brotherhood's interest in pre-war technology is... I was sent here when we saw that the NCR had taken it. We have... I'm to determine the threat level of this place. The NCR let me stay because they are desperate. Not yet. He spent months working at one console trying to... What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, humanity, we took it upon ourselves to piece. Other things weren't lost, but were blocked from our collective memory. Knowledge of what... It's in our nature to want to forget truth, and for that reason, it's... We did for a time, but our goals differ. For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for it. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the current... Another man, Tom Anderson. Then I would say do it. As long as the... If you're the one to restore output, I can't get you past... I've discovered a password. I'm a man of letters. But eventually, the NCR will. Because the possibility... Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt. But the need for power is great everywhere.
When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. I've got news for you. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Also, the Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. This next song helped me through a very difficult time in my life, and I hope one day it can do the same for you.
I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by South County, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number 3 was when you called me and said that you were coming back.
Has been eliminated. Continue.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, of love that can't end. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Sorrow, so when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. Love me as though there were no. As though there were no tomorrow. World tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow. As though there were no tomorrow. Take me,
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Word out of camp golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. In other news, the Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. More music just ahead. Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Also in the headlines, NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. Yes, I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
there's a Mrs. New Vegas, well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. This just in. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. In addition, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
What can I help you with?
Maybe you're cold, but
Yo.
you're so warm.
Whoa, really? Oh, shit. Oh, I knew I could... Don't worry. I'll keep that.
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you.
What can I help you with? Keeping watch mostly.
You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny. Like the one.
Is the plant actually working again?
Johnny Guitar.
What is it?
There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. And now the news. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the RepCon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their
Hey there.
own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
Moving on. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle, jangle, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell. Though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, they sing, oh, I'm glad you're single. Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
We've got a situation with some great cons. One of my patrols, they radioed for reinforcements, but no deaths. Normally I'd turn you down since I... All right. If we hear shooting, we'll be...
Got spurs that jingle. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Ride merrily as I go riding merrily along. Oh, ain't you glad and they sing, oh, ain't you glad and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Hope the NCR doesn't send me.
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted. Yeah, about that. Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now. He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true. Just a big fancy poker chip as far... He's a snake, that's why. What's to negotiate? I can't believe I'm doing this. All right. Here, a souvenir. Yeah.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the rep contest site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
One more story for you. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Those were our top stories. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
I'm glad you were able to get my people freed. My hand... You're right. really don't have time to chat. It's one of the biggest sources of electrical power. When President Kimball destroyed during the Battle of Hoover, the sharpshooters and the Rangers picked off the Legion's veterans from it. Camp McCarran, it's probably just a political thing. They're an outlaw group primarily trafficking in drugs.
I've got heartaches by the number. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. A love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's.
Nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not.
Like I always say.
Super mutant for taking the bunny slope. In other news, NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the new Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. Coming up, I've got some tunes I think all of you are gonna like.
Howdy.
Like that? Come on!
Just because we're smoking. Yes, I love. If you break my heart, I'll die.
What's up?
So be sure it's true when you say I
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
To tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you. Watch this magic. Just say
You look new to Freesides. The name.
Submit to a credit check. I'm sorry. Please. You have entered a restricted area. Whoa! You have been warned. Extermination imminent.
Welcome to the Sylv. Good. Look around and get a feel for where customers and risks can enter and exit the area. I get your gear ready. Okay, now let's... Nothing. Settle in. You got some hours left before your shift ends. Here comes a winner. I'll let you handle this one.
Hi there. Sounds like it's...
Good. Stick to the rules. Another one coming. You're on.
Hi. I was... Fine by me.
He's clean. See? Not so hard, is it? Heads up. Looks like we got another customer.
Howdy. Now hold. I suppose it's all right if there's no other choice.
He's clean.
See, told you so.
Looks like that guy's headed this way. Don't screw it up.
Hey, looking for... That's not really necessary. Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work.
Now what, Nick? hell do you suppose that was about? Help me clean this up. No one's gonna want to shop here with the corpse out front. Crap. This I do not need today. Keep your head straight, rookie. Things are about to get interesting.
Hey, Simon. How's it hanging? Looks like you've got a little helper today.
What can I say? Business has been good lately. We can afford to help.
Good to hear, buddy. So is the boss lady in?
You know she is. Why don't you go in and say hi?
Nah, I got some rounds to run. But do pass along that I'm always thinking of her. Actually... Anyway...
Way to keep your head, rookie. Let's hope for you yet. It's just about closing. Oh, I'm gonna need...
Simon's been telling me how it went. You kept away the undesirables, patted... That is to say, you performed... Unfortunately, I found someone else. However, there's a deal that we've been working on. I need you to run a package. Good. Here's the package. I'll mark the location. That said, try... Welcome back. Of course.
Hello?
I was just telling Gloria about your performance.
Submit to a credit check. Admission to the strip required. These policies prevent less reputable. Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Howdy, partner.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me.
Oh, shucks, partner. I suppose old Victor wouldn't be much use stuck in. Pretty nice trick, ain't it? The place to get. That's where you find Mr. Well, now, it was Mr. House who made secure.
That's it. Keep moving.
Welcome to the Vegas Strip. Please obey all weapon laws.
Well, howdy, partner. Come. Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you.
Well, hello, Sugar. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's... Oh, there's lots of... They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated. Emeritus especially are just awful. Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. And the Lucky 38 of... Well, let's see. The NC... Oh, and the Volt... And I suppose... Any... Why, Sugar, he's the... Well, of course I... Why, did you know he's single... Well, he's single-handedly... Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside. Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. Then maybe... This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino. Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 8. Not many people know. If you happen to find... In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went... You do?
This meeting has been a long time coming. I have to ask. Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me. What? My only concern is when you bring the chip to me. Well enough. It won't be easy. It's more complicated than that. Look for a man named... Do your best to convince him that... By contract, Securitrons are... The moment I send one into the tops. If you were to approach Benny and... Sneaking into... There might be... Benny has led the chairman ever... Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner... To achieve my aims, I require a... I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he... Obviously, I miscalculated his... I have to think that he found out one of the problems of a tribal workforce. Why didn't Vic... Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to... Victor's combat algorithms determine... When he alerted me... It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the... That's all you need to know about it for this stage. You might keep an eye out for any computers that... You realize you were just... Add to that many thousands of... Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Front. In any case, Benny would... Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't... I am the only person to hold... To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruin. We know how that turned out. I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the new Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting... Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president... Don't let the video screens and... What else?
What floor, partner? Casino floor.
Have a nice day.
Welcome, sir, or...
Are you the Van Graff's Ah, then our business... We've already concluded our business. I suggest you return to your employers.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all.
Welcome to the Silver.
Welcome back. Did you have news? And? Good. Oh, Jean-Baptiste was talking... Welcome back. Did you have news for me? Or... Please. Welcome back.
Just the... My sister is very impressed with you so far. Luckily for you, I'm going to... No. All right then. If we're going... Recently, Glory negotiated a deal between us and a... Your part in this is simple. To finalize... Her name is Rose of Sharon Cassidy. That's some fancy shit, right? But this girl and I, we need to have a discussion. I got business. Besides, if I came for the... Find her, bring her back.
Hey.
Welcome to the Silver Rush. New Vegas's best. I'm just kidding. Go on in.
Something you need, kid? Hunting? Bingo! Now, be quick.
Welcome to the Atomic... We've got the basics covered. If you can recruit escorts to... Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghoul. Plenty of customers have said they'd be... And then there's the... If you ever... Just don't. Okay, you got your... Just direct them. The best place...
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the news. Hello.
Some gamblers came in saying they... I don't... We've got... If you... I have... Well, need... If you bring all their... All right, 50-50 it is. Great. There are 3 people. Grex is a bit cracked. Lady Jane fancies herself a high roller. I hear she's run good. Santiago is a suave son of a bitch, but a total...
Hello. I have... Hello. In that case, if someone were to recover my caravan from that cave... Damn. I didn't... Here.
Bodyguards at the gates aren't so bad, except that Horace guy. That bastard thinks he's not.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Hi.
How are you today? Santi. Aha. I'm honored they... Goodbye.
Hey, man. Whoa, yeah.
Howdy. I've been around, aside from protecting the one researcher I liked who I could check. I joined up looking for a decent paying. They're worried the filthy drunkies and... I've been around long enough to observe. Hey, who doesn't? What starts in misery? That's when Mr. House's robots... Lots of folks died. Some... What about him? The king himself, though? He's got that something special you can't put a... I reckon they care. The locals here are just an inconvenience to... Before or after the human race shot... Before the war, Mr. House was a famous cap... Since the war, though... I don't know how they... If they didn't charge for their services... I'd think they was... Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for... Longing makes the heart grow fonder. But I've always... Feed a man a... Time you and... They already have that pigment. I've escorted my share. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? What am I thinking? I'm no... They do have it. If I get to choose my customers. Tell the Garrett...
The gun runners ought to help the followers by donating some of that firepower.
fully integrated. Please. Servos active. Operation complete. Excellent. Yes, sir.
We'll give you the means.
I hear you've been making a name for your... I don't care how you handled those lumps of human... That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of... No one's... See the king. I'm sure he...
Welcome back. What can I... A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that... Hell, who... You... For my customers, I mean, I'm... Hey, I'm amazed you even found the... Here is double for your trouble. Those freaky fetishists ought to be... It is! It will? My God, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to... And who... That honey-mouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least left to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer. Looks like that gives us a full... We ain't...
I hear you're building quite the reputation on the strip. Don't forget about the little guys when you make it big.
How's it going?